along for the opening prayer, and if you would all stand for that, and then after that, keep standing because we're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance after that as well. You want the mic? Right there.
Dear God, we want to thank you for this opportunity to come together as the Oak Run Shooting Sports Club. We lift up our nation to you today. We pray for protection from this pandemic, an end to the suffering and loss, and that you quickly provide an effective cure. We pray for the military and political struggle in Afghanistan. Please protect our soldiers, our citizens, the churches, and all those who have helped us through this conflict. Please push back the darkness over this nation. We pray for protection from the extreme weather that has brought fire and floods and storms. Please deliver us from any further suffering and loss. Bless our nation and our leaders to be guided by your wisdom and grace to maintain our freedoms. We lift up all our fellow members in their health struggles, including Don Dancer, Peter Moritas, Gunnar Wheeler, and Mike Erickson. Bless our club leaders with wisdom and strength. Bless every member and their families for a wonderful month ahead, and bless our time together today. In your name, amen.
Amen. Tom,
I'm here.
give it a whirl.
Please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tom, I didn't put you on the list. Do you have anything to say? I'm sorry, I messed up.
You're forgiven. No, there's nothing new from last month. Now that everybody's coming back to work in Washington, I suppose there'll be more stuff coming up shortly, but nothing new.
Tony, Treasury report.
We have $3,358, Treasury, 127 members, and I have Constitution votes up on the table.
Yeah, we had the Second Amendment highlighted for you. Larry, you are up.
Good and great morning, everyone.
Morning.
All right. First, do we have, or who has signed up today as a new member? Who do we have as new members? Would you please stand up and introduce yourself?
Jake Clothier.
We got Jake here, and where are you living?
Gulfview.
Gulfview, and you've been a resident to Oak Run for how long?
That
About a year and a half.
Year and a half. Well, welcome. Welcome to our club. Sir.
Jerry Hay,
This is Jerry back here. And where are you living, Jerry?
Fairway Oaks,
In Fairway Oaks. You new resident?
22 years.
22 years of a new resident. Excellent. Welcome. Welcome to the club, sir. Sir, for yourself.
Hi, Dan Blevins,
This is Dan.
reside in, well, it's Magnolia Landing, neighborhood 5, been here since December 2012, my wife and I married.
Wonderful. 2012. And in the back there?
Howard Hecht, we're still moving in.
Oh, well, welcome. Glad to have you come in. I saw you're wearing red. Fridays we're supposed to wear red for honor of veterans.
I forgot.
I'm okay.
I'm Carol Shallow. I was a lapsed member, and I just rejoined, and I had moved to South Carolina. I'm back in Florida, and I'm here 2.5 years now.
2.5 years, Miss Carol. Welcome back as a remember. They get a discount, right? $10?
Yeah.
Excellent. Young lady?
Hi, I'm Cheryl Horton, and I just moved in with my mom.
Okay, Miss Cheryl, living right there with Mom. Welcome. Glad to have you as a member. Sir.
Tony Barson, Woodside Courts, been here for 5 years.
All right. Welcome. Glad to have you.
Welcome, everybody.
And we do not want to leave out any guests that we have. Do we have any guests in here with us? Okay.
You don't count.
We'll let you introduce yourself.
He's going to be the speaker, ladies and gentlemen.
So we have available various databases, a lot of good information. Barry keeps that up to date. We have, and I have some people already ordering today hats, shirts, and t-shirts. We also have name tags. So you can see me, we can get shirts with or without pockets, different colors. So that's good. I wanted to go over one thing since we're starting to get back to the ranges. I'm going to go grab my prop here.
You want to use this?
Barry, would you confirm that that is a hard rubber practice pistol?
It is plastic.
Okay, very good.
A water pistol.
The water pistol.
As we head back to the range, I want someone to tell me what could happen if you have a weak grip on your semi-automatic.
You could get a black eye.
You could get a black eye is one thing. What else could happen? Problem recycling. What do you mean by that?
Stovepipe,
Stovepipe. What's a stovepipe?
storage shell sits straight up in there.
All right, so it's not ejecting the shell part automatically. So, and I've had this on a 22 as well. If you don't get a good solid grip these days is to get all your hand on the grip part as you can, demonstrated as such. Okay. Okay. Not so much this these days or this these days, getting that palm on the grip. Okay. And that's all I just wanted to remind as you get back out to the range is a proper grip. Question?
Can you explain why that happens?
No, I cannot, other than it is designed with the amount of force to eject it, and if you have a weak wrist, some of that force is going to be in the muzzle flip and not ejecting the brass. Is that close enough?
Your arm absorbs the recoil from the slide moving back, and it doesn't go back far enough.
Okay. So that energy is dissipated rather than doing its job. Sound a good answer from an engineer? Yes.
And does that apply to revolvers as well?
Would that apply to revolvers?
No,
And why is that?
because they're not recoil operated.
Right.
Not recoil operated. So when you pull the trigger there or the hammer back is then when you're recycling at that point. Very good. I would say as far as revolvers and grip, watch where your hand is because there can be some flash coming off to the side. I've seen that happen. Anybody? Yes?
Larry, sometimes you have to have an extended clip in order to get all your fingers.
So the question or the comment was an extended magazine so that you can get all your fingers on here. This represents a full size, so I can get all 3 fingers on there. And you want to make sure you're getting a good grip on the bottom there. So a magazine extension could help enable to get it on it. A bodyguard 380, okay, maybe you can get 2 fingers on there, and the last one just kind of floats around. But grip, if you're having any trouble out there, rethink of your basics, okay? We won't talk about sight picture and other things like that. I have a reputation of shooting my bodyguard 380, and I got myself at a disadvantage for close-up because I haven't set it out for 200 yards. So I like shooting long distance with it because I can. Went over to Shooter's World Orlando, and they do have a 50-yard range there that you can shoot pistol. And when I was observing those that were shooting pistol, they were all doing it at 5, 10, and 15 yards, which is really the practice thing. But they weren't going to the 15 or 25-yard range. They were wanting that 50-yard experience. No, but yeah, still shooting 5, 10, 15. But that's something that I saw different from Tampa or over at the Villages. Is they do have a 50-yard range there. Comments, questions before I turn this over to the Barry?
That's a long pistol shot.
The target's not moving, that's why it's easy. All right. Thank you.
Me? Okay. I want to talk about another open house that the Ambassadors is putting on. It's going to be on September 18th. It's a Saturday. It's also going to be from 4 to 9. It's like a club fair again. Is this thing too loud? Well, I can fix that. Maybe. Where's Tony when you need him?
Yes, you can.
How's that? Louder? How's that?
That's good.
Can't hear
How's
you.
that?
That's
That's good.
That's good.
All right. Anyway, the open house is going to be to show the wares of your club, to let everybody know what you do in the club. Basically, we're going to have flyers, and we're going to have a table there. It's going to be right here in this room from 4 to 9 on the 18th. And we could use a couple volunteers, or you could just come over here and see the other clubs and see if there's anything you might be interested in too. I'll be here for the whole time. Larry will be here. Right, Larry?
Yes, sir. I got
Larry will be
volunteered.
here. But basically, it's to get new members and let people know what you do in your club. And they're going to have background music. So it'd be, something to consider. I have a flyer here, and there's flyers over there for it. I'm also going to be sending you the flyer in the email just to remind you. But if you're interested in sitting at the table with me or Larry, let me know. Also, I have one other thing I wanted to mention. I have the Sheriff's Academy application here. It starts on September 21st. A lot of you know what that is. Some of you have already been there. It's an excellent class that tells you all about the Sheriff's Department. It's 2 days a week for I don't know how many weeks, but it's several weeks. 13 weeks. It's an excellent class. You want to mention how good it is?
A few years ago, I took it, and it's free. It's amazing what you get for a free class. They take you all over the place. It's really interesting. Not just a lecture. They'll take you to the jail. They'll take you to. They have a farm where they do an amazing job of raising livestock and crops and everything. They feed the prisoners. I think at that time for 50 cents a meal, and the rest of the cafeteria at the jail is the cleanest restaurant in Marion County, according to the restaurant inspector. They have to inspect it. It's always number one. It's a really interesting course, and it's free. It does take some time, as it's 2 days a week, and I think they have it at top of the world. That's right, though.
This time they've changed it to a different place.
Okay. Well,
It's over by the jail someplace.
it was convenient at that time because they had it at the top of the world. But it's a really good course.
Um,
Very interesting.
Anyway, the application's here for it. If you're interested, it starts the 21st. They do have a limited number of people that can go. I think they keep it around 40 or something like that, and I have no idea where they are. But if you're interested, come up and get an application. Or if you just want to know about it, come up and get an application, because there's also a brochure attached to it that tells you about the class. Probably not as much as you did, but it's here. All right, so now I want to introduce Big Daddy Unlimited and Cedric Singleton is going to speak to us and tell us all about what he does. He's brought a couple people with him that's going to help him out, and that's his bodyguard right there.
It's funny that you say that. We call him my bodyguard. How you folks doing today? How you folks doing?
Cedric, you want to use a mic, or
Use the mic.
you can hand mic?
And like,
You can use this or the hand mic. Which one would you like?
it doesn't really matter. All right.
You got to keep it close.
You guys can hear me?
Yep.
All right, we are from Big Daddy Unlimited. We also own Big Daddy Guns as well. So I'll give you a little backstory on Big Daddy Unlimited. It actually started off in my owner's garage as a gun broker. We did buys and sales. We went all over the state just buying guns, and it actually started off in his garage. We also do something called health food clinics. So we have Mona V, which is one of our bigger sellers. We sold over $500 million worth of Mona V to the Chinese and Japanese, which actually funded our gun enthusiasts. So we have a table back here full of guns. Y'all feel free. They all unloaded. But you guys feel free to go look at it.
as you feel. But we started off with 10 employees in a small building, probably about this size, which included our warehouse.
Cedric, can you get the mic a little closer, because it's not working?
It really not working? Okay. All right. So we started off in a small building about this size with 10 people. That's customer service, warehouse workers, and everything, shipping and receiving. So we actually are now one of the bigger online dealers that you can actually deal with online guns. So outside of that, myself, Brandon, and Donovan, we actually run another business called America Unlimited, which America Unlimited, we ride around all over the state of Florida, all over the United States, buying rare guns, all guns, like some people I didn't see in this building before. But if you guys have been to the gun store, you can see me at the gun store too. Big Daddy Unlimited is catering to small towns, mom and pop stores. That's the reason why our gun store on 200 is one of the smallest gun stores, but we have one of the bigger gun sales in the state of Florida. But we are gonna stay as a small mom and pop store because that's the way we started. And we only sell to small and mom and pop stores. No big corporations or anything like that, because we like to keep it close to the people, like you guys. But I mean, outside of that, there's really a lot that goes on. Like I was telling Mr. Berry, we all wear different hats. Like myself, I go around buying and selling guns. Donovan is our warehouse production manager. We actually finna start producing ammo here in Ocala. We have a 40,000 square foot warehouse down from Lockheed Martin that we just received our ammo press machines from Turkey. So we're now finna start producing ammo. So outside of Remington, CCI, and all those other people who produce ammo as Big Daddy, we're gonna start producing ammo as well. I'll let Donovan touch on that more when he comes up. But outside of that, we just like to be local. This is the reason why we, talk to Mr. Berry, because we want to be closer to the community. We don't like big organizations where you have to jump through hoops and all that other craziness just to get, nice firearms. And we are gun-ho, Second Amendment. We have A2 report that's on our Big Daddy Unlimited website. If you guys are computer savvy, you can actually jump on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, we have a YouTube page, we have a Instagram page, and all those things will show you the different events and stuff that we do. We're right now in Atlanta. We're doing a program called Shoot Straight. So we actually bring in different sponsors like Glock, Para Ordnance, etc. I mean, we got billions and billions of different people that we actually function with, and all. Jim Mekulik is one of our bigger influencers. Who's another one?
Influencers, great.
Yeah, we got the Tosh twins. Hodge twins?
Hodge
twins.
Yeah.
The Hodge twins is one of our newest influencers. I haven't got a chance to meet them, but they were at this facility not that long ago. But if you guys have any questions, that probably be easier for me too, because I mean, we do so much that I will be here forever trying to explain to you guys what all we do. But I brought a lot of examples of different types of guns, different things that we do. We do armor plating, we do hazmat suits with masks and cartridges. We do everything, AR bills, you name it. So if you guys got any questions, feel free.
Go ahead.
Oh, do you have a physical store where people can go and purchase guns, and where is it located?
Yes, ma'am. It's right on State Road 200, right next to Freddy's Steak Burger. It's kind of in the Lowe's parking lot, but it's right on State Road 200, and we have another location in Gainesville. On September 18th, we'll have our third location open in Tallahassee, the third of 200 that we're trying to have open before the end of the year.
ammo production you were just talking about before, that's gonna be done locally?
Yes, sir, locally, right here in Ocala.
Oh, that's interesting.
We actually gonna start, like I said, all small mom and pop stores, pawn shops, small gun stores. Those are the people that we're gonna target, because those are the people that's suffering right now through all
Use
this.
some ammo.
Right, so we gonna make sure the small stores stay running, because, you know, these big corporations are putting small businesses out, you know, so we gonna make sure we supply only small mom and pop stores.
That's cool.
You're gonna do shop shells?
We are gonna do shop shares, yes. I'll have Donovan touch on that more, because like I said, that's his neck of the woods.
Can you touch on the monthly membership thing?
So the monthly membership with Big Daddy is 99 cents for the first month, and it's $10 for every month after that. But what I tell people who comes in the gun store, if you spend 99 cents for the first month, and let's say you spend $10 a month after that, if you even visit the gun store one time a month, you will pay for your membership in just the purchases that you make on that one trip. So it's basically free, because you get the money back as soon as you go back to the store to purchase something. So you actually pay for your membership just by going to the gun store and buying stuff.
What does the membership entitle you to?
So you actually, to be the membership, you can only visit our website only if you're a member. You can't, like most people, you can go on any website and just browse through to see what you have. Our cost, our prices is only for members view only. So like if you are a member, you get exclusive prices that nobody else can see. That's way better than any else.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, you're doing a wholesale, you're doing an online, and you're doing a retail business?
Yes, sir. And me personally, I'm face to face. I come directly, buy guns from you directly. I sell new guns, I sell used guns, I sell antiques, CRs, I sell all that.
At the store, do you take guns on consignment, or do you buy guns?
Yes, ma'am, I'm a gun broker, so yes, ma'am, I buy guns all the time.
I was there a while ago, well, it is a while ago, and they weren't accepting anything back then.
How long ago that was?
Probably about 5 months, maybe.
Oh yeah, that store is like the grand opening day was December 15th.
Right.
So it was probably during grand opening time where we didn't have enough revenue to take it in.
Mm-hmm.
But trust me, we way beyond that now. So if you are still interested, let me know.
I am.
Well, you can come see. You can see Donovan or Brandon or myself
I have
afterwards.
pictures of the gun as well, so I can show it to them.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you guys a blue label distributor for Glock?
We are not. We are working on that as we speak. We want to be a huge support to our community, so we want to do that, but we haven't got into that market yet. Marion County is kind of funny when it comes to stuff like that. You have to really go around and around in circles. Like, Marion County is the only one that doesn't do a buyback program as well. So all the guns that they actually confiscate, they actually destroy instead of, selling them to a gun store that can actually put them back in good people's hands. So there's a lot of great guns that are being destroyed here in Marion County on a daily basis. I have a meeting with Gainesville, I think it's next month, to buy their guns back from their police department. So we working on it because, like I said, there's a lot of collector guns that's in these police departments that's hard to find, that they're just destroying because they don't know what else to do with them.
In Marion County, is it both the sheriff and Ocala police that are giving you a hard time, basically?
It's not really even a hard time they're giving us. It's never been a buyback program here in Marion County,
okay.
so to try to start one now is kind of difficult.
All right.
Any other questions?
Question back here. Have you gotten any relationship with gun brokers that you might recommend? Gunsmiths.
Gunworks in Melrose. It's called. His name is Sean Conley. He's worked directly with us. He's one of the best gunsmiths that I know. He actually built a fully automatic pistol out of a stop sign post. So this young man here, I can put. We actually got him from the military. He retired from the military and came directly to work for us. So he's actually a gunsmith for the military. This guy here will blow your mind about some of the things that he can do. I done took him guns that's been, look like bathed in water. So you know after a gun what it looks like after it's been in water for a long time? He can make those guns look brand new. So this young man is amazing. It's called Gunworks of Melrose.
Gunworks
Of Melrose.
Melrose,
Melrose.
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 Where's that located?
Melrose. I'm sorry.
Good one.
Just down the road.
Cedric, how far is Melrose from here?
Melrose is probably about an hour away north. It's on the other side of, Gainesville, but it's on the Stark side, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Gainesville is on maybe the west side, this is more on the east side. But it's right before Jacksonville, right after Stark, in between.
Well, we're gonna have a road trip just to go up there and see that gun he made out of the stop sign.
Actually, if you want to do it again, I'll bring Sean back next time and I'll let him bring some of his toys, which make mine look like toys for real.
He would come down here and see us?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We are all, like I said, everybody that deals with Big Daddy Unlimited, which is Big Daddy Enterprises, we're all local, down to earth, people who like, small businesses. Anything to grow gun knowledge, anything like that, he's gung-ho about it. And like I said, he's ex-military, so half of these guys are here are.
A lot of us are.
Yeah.
Good question.
Any other
Shoe,
questions?
Larry. No.
What do you charge if we're gonna buy a gun online and comes in from out of state and send it to you? What do you charge to get it to us by the time you go through?
It's a transfer fee of $30 if you're not a member. If you're a member, normally we charge you $5, $10. That's the difference in being a member and not a member. But we can ship it to our gun store, we can ship it to our ammo warehouse, but if you order it from us, we won't charge you anything. So if you order it from our website, we don't charge you anything to have it shipped to our store. That's part of being a member.
Your ammo warehouse is not really a retail facility, right?
It's my retail facility.
Well,
So my personal.
in other words,
client-
could we go over there?
Yes, sir. So my personal clients, I have come and we have a personal experience. So instead of you having a large store experience, I like to bring you in, talk to you about the gun, give you a lot of detail about it, and, make sure you understand exactly what you're getting into, exactly what it is, so you have a more closer experience. In a gun store, you get the same experience, but it's more rushed, and you don't get home and you have a lot more questions than you did when you was at the gun store. When you come to my place, I'm trying to make sure I answer all those questions before you get home. Because then when you get home, you have like a million questions. Yes, sir.
I was just gonna say, it's also more private.
And it's very private. I try to make it very private just for the simple fact that you guys are valuable to me.
You let Pete in there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said that. I think Pete is the one that got me in hold you.
No, that was Mike Watson. He's not here today.
Oh, Mike, yeah. So, like I said, it's very private. I like to have that one-on-one better than a gun store where you got 7, 8 different people also looking over your shoulder trying to see what you're doing. It's more private. I like to be more private that way. Have any more questions? All right, I'm gonna turn it over to Donovan. Donovan gonna let you know a little bit more about the ammo warehouse, Turkish machines. I have no idea that makes a washing machine noise.
Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Keep the microphone close.
Real close.
My name is Donovan. I've been here about 4 years. I've worked with Big Daddy for almost a year now. A little bit about me. My background is in logistics, warehouse manufacturing. I have my associates in manufacturing from CF up the road on 200. So a little bit about the warehouse. We started we got the machines about a month ago. We're still in the process of calibrating. A little harder than you think. But what we do is we're working right now with 9mm ammo, and we are expanding hopefully. We're expanding hopefully soon to other calibers, 5.56, 223, anything you can think of in the near future. Does anyone know about FK Bruno?
Yep.
We are trying to make a deal with them to manufacture their ammo for them on a larger scale.
Closer down.
Oh, sorry.
Closer.
Sorry.
Gotta
Can everyone hear me?
You gotta eat it. You gotta eat the microphone.
I'm not a big microphone fan. I have a big voice and I try to keep it low. I'm sorry.
We're good.
You don't need the mic here.
No mic.
Okay.
Sorry about that. All right, better?
Yeah.
Much better. So like I was saying, the warehouse is a little bit warehouse size. I don't know the exact square footage.
40,000 square feet.
40,000 square feet. We kind of split it in between the two sides, the manufacturing side for the ammo, and then Big Daddy Unlimited's inventory side. So a little bit down the middle, like I said. Shed, I've been working with Shed for about
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months now. I originally started here in Ocala warehouse. We were going to move all the inventory down there. Then I got moved up to Gainesville to work in their warehouse, did a little training there. Then I moved back down and worked with Shed. I run the gun broker side, so everything you see on our page on Gun Broker for sale or bids, I mostly take the pictures, price them out, try to get the best possible deal we can get for you guys and for us. Sorry, I get a little shy. A little bit about the company, like Shed said, we're down to earth, small family started company. I actually found the company through Indeed, and I was looking for a job, obviously, 23 years old, looking for a job. I kind of fell in love with the company a lot real quick when I met with Tony. He's really nice, really outgoing. He'll tell you how it is. He's one of those idea guys that is willing, if you give him a good idea and he thinks it's a good idea, he will show you and tell you, give you pointers on how to get that idea started. I'm an idea guy myself. I help build ARs. I'm building an AR, a left-handed AR right now, with the help of Shed and Brandon. But yeah, the warehouse itself is just getting started. We're working on getting that machine up and running. We hope to be done and start manufacturing by hopefully next week or the beginning of the month. I'm sorry. Yeah, beginning of the month, next month. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey, Donovan?
Yes.
Your timing on the ammo was great since our stupid government has put sanctions on Russia
That is true.
for ammo.
So, in case y'all didn't know, y'all can still hear me fine, right, without the mic?
Yeah.
In case y'all didn't know, you know, the border's about to close. So a lot of this foreign ammo that we normally get, like she was saying, it's actually finna stop. So the ammo shortage is actually finna go back to what it was before.
Well, it's the sanctions on Russia, on ammo.
Right. And it's crazy.
It is.
Believe it or not, the way they are controlling that is controlling how many people work in the warehouses. Most fighters are up and running, but they are running at 50%, 60%. None of them have been running at 100% until recently, and then we had another COVID spike. So we're trying to cut out the middleman altogether. We're trying to cut out them shipping it to us, and then we trying to ship it to you guys. We just trying to ship it to you guys and be local, so it's here in your face every day, and you don't have to worry about where you're gonna get it from. I'm sitting on a pallet of 50,000 rounds of Blazer brass right now of 9mm. We are getting it in and sitting on it due to the fact that we know it's coming again. So we don't want it to happen again, that everybody screaming and looking for ammo. We'll have it so everybody could get it.
Buy brass?
Do we buy? We might be.
We do have some brass, but we do need more.
We might, because of what they're about to start doing.
I'll take the 50,000.
I'll give you my card before I leave. We actually had a whole pallet on Gun Broker for sale, believe it or not. and nobody bid on it. It's crazy. We had it for dirt cheap. It was like 32 cents a round.
Yeah, I understand that supposedly the majority of the ammo that we get comes from Russia, and that's been banned now. Is that true?
That's why I just,
Yeah.
it's sanctions.
It's sanctions, yeah.
I don't think they've done it quite yet.
Not yet,
But it's in the work, yeah.
It's a lot of this stuff has been in the works for a long time. It's hard for them to do it.
You mean like 7 months?
Oh, boy. Yep.
Yeah.
Not quite yet. The sanctions haven't started, but they're getting it down to the point where it very well might be happening sooner than
It's
later.
supposed to start in September.
Yeah, sooner than later.
Now, Cedric, you have a card you mentioned, but like, if people want to go online, what is?
It's just Big Daddy Unlimited.
Big Daddy Unlimited, okay.
Yes,
And you
and
got Facebook and different.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you want to go online and sign up for the membership, it's easy as just going online and typing in Big Daddy Unlimited and join. Once you hit join, it's fill out the proper information, and it should say pay $1.99. After you pay that 99 cents, the website should open up and you should be able to see everything. We have 2 different gun broker accounts, so we have guns sold on 2 different accounts. We have a bunch of different ways that you can get it. Like I said, going on the website would be the probably best way to do it, because being a member, you would see it soon as it hits online. So if you was looking for something and it's been out of stock, we have a button on there that you can click, and soon that product comes available, it sends you an email saying, hey, this is now available, you can now order it. Or you can pay for it in advance, so when it does come in, your order is automatically filled, and they just send it right out to you. 9 times out of 10, that's how ammo get out of stock. It's because people pre-buy it. So when it does come in, it's already gone. We had 15 pallets of 50,000 rounds per pallet that went away in 3 days of ammo. So this is how fast it goes.
Yeah.
And we ship all over the United States. So it runs fast.
So is this membership that you're talking about, is it good at Big Daddy Unlimited and the retail store on 200?
Yes, sir. It's good at Big Daddy Unlimited, the retail store, online. Me and Brandon is actually working on bringing an outdoor store back to Ocala, since now we don't have any more. This is ridiculous. Because outside of shooting, I like fishing, I like hunting, all the rest of that. Outside of that, there's no other place you can buy that besides Bass Pro Shop and Sodium, which is Bass Pro Shop is in Gainesville, Sodium is in Crystal River. So Big Daddy Unlimited, American Unlimited, is going to open an outdoor store eventually here in Ocala as well, which we will still be selling guns, but we'll be selling fishing and hunting equipment too. That's also stationized for Florida.
You thinking of opening an indoor range locally?
It's funny that you say that, because we've been trying to buy everybody's range here in Ocala since we moved the gun store here.
I heard that you were working on some kind of a contract, or maybe with R&D, trying to get him.
Yes, we've been working on that contract since November of 2020. It might have been before that even.
I figured they'd
So how is that
I don't know.
negotiation going?
It's been a process. So it was going good at one point, and then for some reason it all cut off. It's above my pay grade why it cut off, so I don't know.
So a guy named Frank get involved?
We have a Frank first. Do we have a Frank in here? No.
Not that Frank. We don't have that Frank.
Okay, we don't have that Frank in here. I don't know, but I think it's still in the works. But if anybody knows of any shooting range that needs help, like I said, we also will come into a business that's struggling if we have an opportunity to, help out. So if there's a range that's struggling, we don't mind coming in and then making it a members range. So it'll be members for you guys. It'll be a discount for you guys.
We're willing to sacrifice a car wash or two on 200.
Hey, we can sacrifice one of those. We can definitely sacrifice the car wash. My God, how many do we need?
We need drive-through ammo.
Instead of drive-by?
It's funny that you say that because they have drive-through funeral homes. It's crazy.
Talk to Priya, maybe she'll put in a range here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Pete.
There's quite a few places that we've been looking at. There's a shooting range in the Shores. It's a members-only shooting range. They've been under construction for a while. If I can find out who owns that, like I said, we are influencers also, so we don't mind helping a business, you know, in return. Probably, I don't know how they operate that, but we've bought quite a few other small business to help them grow, just so you know they can keep that business going. But I know R&D Tactical was one. Old Keller Shooting Club.
R&D Tactical.
Yeah, it's the Old Keller Shooting Club.
Yeah, no.
It's the one that's out in the Shores.
Pete, what's the name of that range in Lecanto that Mike was involved in? He wasn't involved, but he, you know, he's got a friend.
Hernando Shoot?
Oh, the
Well, no,
outpost?
not Hernando, we belong to that, but I think it's that new one.
Not Hernando.
It's in a quarry.
Yeah.
There's
In-
one called the outpost.
The Outpost.
Shooting, yeah,
Yeah, I heard they're looking for a buyer. It's an outdoor range, though.
Already?
yeah.
You write that down?
That's what I heard.
The Outpost.
The Outpost in Lecanto, I believe it is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's right, yeah, right off on the Canton Road.
Well,
I heard-
because
800 yards?
800
I
yards?
think so. 600 or 800.
It's outdoors. It's all outdoors, isn't
Oh, we
it?
definitely need that one.
I believe it was a quarry at one time, so they've got a lot of space.
Well, we do explosives too.
Awesome.
Yeah, I told you, I was trying to tell Mr. Barry that we do a little bit of everything. So we got an explosive team. So we got our explosives and, oh my God, license. So we do a lot of blowing up stuff and craziness too. Like I told, I'll be here all day talking to you guys about the crazy stuff that we get into. These are our clothing line. We have clothes that we also design. We try to dib and dab in everything. And that's what I found out about Mr. and Mrs. McKnight, which is the owners. If you have a great idea, they'll listen. And somebody came up with an idea of bananas and guns on shirts. So
I don't get it.
It's
I
good.
don't get it.
you don't get it? I don't either, you know what I'm saying? So it's bananas. But it's like he come up with these, and this is our attire. So if you see the owner of this company, he's walking around in one of these shirts and some jeans. That's how down to earth he is. So it's like we have a demolition team. We have Gunworks, which is our gunsmith. We have myself and Brandon and Donovan, which we go around to everywhere and buy guns and resell them back to you guys. We just do some of everything. We have 3 gun locations right now, and we're supposed to have 200 gun stores. So we have one here in Ocala, one in Gainesville, one in Tallahassee. Georgia is our next stop, and then we're going back south of Miami. We're gonna be down in there somewhere. It's crazy. We trying to have 200 stores, 200 small mom and pop stores by the middle of next year. We went from 10 employees, now we're at 130 employees. So we are growing, and this is within 2 years, by the way. We are growing so fast, it's hard to keep your shoes on, because every time he comes to your desk, he has something else to tell you, and it's like, I have to finish this one first before you. So it's crazy. He'll come to me and bring me a gun, and he was like, how much you think you can get for this? I'll be like, I don't know, come back and see me in 30 minutes. He come back in 30 minutes and it's sold, and he has another one in his hand already before I sold this one. So he's always at 110 and we like at 60, trying to catch up.
How about a laser range? You know, the simulators?
Practice range, laser, like
Like laser tag?
No, but I mean, I know that
Practice range.
Like the practice laser practice range.
Yeah, they set one up in the back and they're charging, I think, $45 an hour or something to do that. It's all simulations and like police?
I couldn't tell you about that one.
I know what you're talking about. No, we actually haven't thought about that.
At all. That's why I said I couldn't tell you about that one. We all old fashioned. I like the bullet to come out of the end. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, but I'm more old fashioned. I'm a hunter, so I mean, if I shoot something and it don't fall, I missed. So it's like I understand what you mean by the laser range because I shoot bow and they have like this simulation, but it's I don't know. I'm old fashioned. We like to see it go boom. That's the whole thing. I do want to show y'all some things like we do have though. Mr. Barry, can you come check this?
We have Sergeant at Arms, Mr. Sergeant at Arms.
So this is one of the bags that we sell. This is a Vertex bag.
You want us to check those guns over there?
Oh no, it's in here.
Oh, it's in there?
So this is one of our Vertex bags that, you know, our normal military would probably carry.
They have fine units too.
Yeah, damn fine units.
There's samples in there for you.
There are.
Oh, yeah.
So, believe it or not, there's a AR 9mm in here. And
How much you want for it?
$700.
It's not bad.
See what I'm saying?
It's not a bad price.
And I'm telling you,
I forgot to tell him everything's for sale.
everything's for sale.
Does that include a shirt?
So I tell you,
That is ugly.
it is ugly. You know what I'm saying? So I went to my wife. I'm sorry to jump off subject. My wife works at the courthouse, so I walked through their little security with this on, and the people patting me down, looking at my shirt. I'm like, bro, this feels funny because you're taking a long time. But he was looking at my shirt. He was like, you know this is a courthouse, right? I was like, you know this is a shirt, right?
Is that shirt available in pink?
Yes. See, you thought it was gonna be funny. Pink, this light blue, black, army green. See?
He loves pink.
So it gets pink.
I'm gonna tell you what's so funny. Because the Mrs. McKnight, she don't allow Mr. McKnight to have nothing. So she done went and got female jerseys with, you know, baseball and grenades on them. Oh, it's crazy. Y'all haven't seen that. Oh my God.
It's like Easter.
Watch where you're putting that.
Oh, there's no mag.
There's no mag, no nothing.
So,
Oh, sweet.
this is I took the pin out of it, so is it clear?
Clear.
So I took the mag out of it. This is a AR 9mm. So this is a AR 5.56 lower that we put a conversion kit in and converted it to a 9mm. We put a 9mm bolt with a 9mm barrel into it. Now, it's gonna make me.
It'll make you work.
So you fold it up and this is how big it is. It comes with a 50-round drum, but I ain't want to bring the drum too. But yeah, so we have this.
And small.
It is. It's super small.
And it's light,
so
too.
if you guys don't mind, I'll pass this around.
Sure.
No, we'd really hate that.
Tom, you need a chair to put some stuff on? Or?
Well, yeah, we'll just put it on. Unless he's got one. He's got lots of toys.
I think you need to check on that.
Yeah, let's see what else he's got. Oh, here we go.
So we also got a B&T folding stock also. Flashlight with a red dot. So young men and ladies that like to shoot close range and far range, this is perfect. Folding stock, like I said, this is a wrist brace. You got 1,000 lumens light. 500 lumens?
Nice.
1,000 lumen light. So if you are pitch black in the dark and you hit somebody with 1,000 lumens, they're not gonna see anything at all. They're gonna see a general area, but they're not gonna see
He's
you.
not gonna see you. Now, what is this?
This is a B&T APC 9K. So those take actually Glock pistol mags.
Clear. Oh, this is another one. It's just.
Yeah. Go ahead. Look through it.
Tom, show the camera.
Show the camera. No, I don't want to point it near anybody. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
just.
just turn sideways, I'll
That's
see it.
just sweet stuff.
And everything is,
All right. So now, is this a pistol or a rifle?
it's a pistol.
Okay.
So,
but
let
this
me-
is not a brace.
Correct. So let me explain this, because once again, our great law enforcement, they supposed to know all this stuff, but they don't, because they hire kids that's not gun trained. So there's a difference between a brace and a stock. Once you put a stock on a gun that small, it is now a short barrel rifle, which you need a license stamp for. But once you put a brace on it, arm brace, it's considered a pistol. So you can carry it. So like me, who goes hunting, you allowed to carry a pistol on you when you go hunting to scout. Technically, I could carry this. It's considered a pistol, and it shoots 9mm rounds.
Go around.
But you would, yes, you can get a law enforcement officer, which I love all of them, that's uneducated. That will give you such a hard time because they'll tell you you need a stamp for this. But you must explain the stock and the brace, what makes it different.
If you got to ask, you can't afford
Yeah,
it.
so ATF is gonna try to get rid of braces. So what do you,
ATF has been trying to get rid of braces forever because they're trying to labelize them as a bump stock.
right,
It's not the same thing.
well, we know,
And I would tell an ATF person the same thing. I can fold that same B&T that he's moving around right now and still shoot it.
But it's the balance.
With a bump stock, you can't shoot it.
As a pistol.
Any
You
12
get it
gauges
back up.
about that size?
I got one, I'm coming to you.
Up against your chin.
there you go.
Shotgun.
That one's clear.
Use short.
So this is a Remington 870 TAC 14. It's called a Marine. I call it Marine Magnum, but I call it the TAC 14. So regular, no. Who asked for the shotgun this time? I got one that'll blow your mind here in a minute. You can actually take this stock off and put a normal stock on it. You can take this stock off and put a pistol grip with a stock on it. This is just somebody who likes to be fancy. This is that Terminator gun. If everybody in that body saw Terminator, this is the one that he had in that movie. So it's the same mini tactical shotgun. I'm a pretty strong guy, but I'm not shooting this. Like, I need something more. I can't shoot it.
Here, send it back that way.
Because she's been behind me this whole time, and I know she wants to steal too. Yes.
I've seen a female shoot that.
Really?
Yeah, she said it wasn't bad.
She said it wasn't bad.
That's what she said.
She didn't say it was
So
good
we'll
either.
put some dragon's breath in that. Anybody know what dragon's breath is? Dragon breath is a shotgun shell that actually shoots out fire. You can actually start a campfire with it. We're here.
The matches work too. You know?
Shotgun's more fun.
20 yards away.
12 gauge something?
So this is a Citadel Boss 25, 12 gauge, AR style shotgun. So now we've got really ridiculous with it. So now this is a Citadel Boss 25 with a 20-round shotgun mag.
The other people better run.
Yeah, if they smart. But as you know about our criminals, because you watch news, they not so
They're not
smart.
so smart.
So it will give you the fun of unloading 20 rounds of dragon's breath. I'm joking, don't do that. You set your house on fire over there. But this is mine personally. I bought this monstrosity because it looks ridiculous. But this is what it actually comes with. 5 rounds, semi-automatic shotgun. The only thing with this is it does not have a buffer tube, so you don't have anything to take that brunt off you of when it's running through, because I'm telling you, it's gonna hurt.
I think you'd stop before you got to 20.
I think you'll stop after 5.
3 rounds only.
So 3 rounds only apply when you're hunting?
Yes.
So when you're hunting, you're only allowed to have 3 rounds. When you're duck hunting, you're only allowed to have 3 rounds. When you're doing any type of hunting, you're only allowed, unless you hog hunt. Any other than that, you can have whatever you want in your gun. It's home protection. You can have a 30-round mag in your pistol, but you can't have a 20-round in your shotgun. So it's all, don't let them dictate what you can have in your house or your car. Your car is an extension of your house. So if they say, oh, this gun has to be this, no, it don't. You need a concealed weapon to have this gun in your car. No, you don't. A car is an extension of your house. You don't need a concealed weapon to have a gun in your house. You shouldn't need one to have it in your car. You needed to have it on you. That's when you need a concealed weapon. A lot of people don't know that because they don't tell you that. But a car, your same car that's in your name is an extension of your house. You can have a gun in your car just like you can have a gun in your house without having concealed weapons.
That's Kessel Doctrine.
That's what it is.
Castle Doctrine.
Now, as you described this as a home defense weapon.
Yes.
Barrel length a little too long?
I would go with a shorter like that for home defense, because when you're doing home defense, you have walls in your house. Anything that you have to swing that might hit a wall is not a good home defense weapon. So a lot of people would like to have a long shotgun like this in a home defense. I prefer to have something small like that, small, compact, that's the same length as your body. Because if you're walking in your house and you have something big, you're going to hit everything that you're running into.
So is
Especially
this,
if it's dark, you're scared,
It's not
adrenaline
just home
flowing.
defense, it's home destruction.
It's basically home destruction. Now, they do have beanbag shotgun shells you can shoot out of that. That's non-lethal.
yeah, that's why I
That
said
will
shorter
hurt
barrel.
just as well. It's not going to
It's a
kill
12.
but
Beat up my shoulder.
what else you got,
Oh,
Don?
yeah, two rounds of that.
Let me get the code.
Make the first 2 count.
Shadrack,
13.
question on extension, the car and the gun is loaded at the same time?
No, sir. So try not to have it loaded because that's where they'll catch you in that
Okay,
catch
that's
22.
what I wanted to clarify, all right.
So we're gonna go back to the old days. One of the first model Colts, if I'm not mistaken, is a 1878. If I'm not mistaken, Colt revolver, all authentic.
Yeah, I put something on it.
He perked up when I saw this. He didn't pay no attention to nothing else I had until I bought that around. So when I bought that around, he sat up in his chair. He was like, "Now we talking."
Is that single shot?
Yeah. No.
Double
revolver. As we said, we can see orange chamber flag.
Yeah, he's got the.
You don't have to pull the hammer back on that for every shot?
Oh, on that one?
You do? So it's single shot. Single action.
Oh, yeah, that's fine, I take that home.
Yeah,
Sure?
it was 5.56.
That's about $5,500.
Say what?
Yes, sir. So this, what he's holding right now, is a Colt, a 2013 Colt so-called. It's the last one of the last Colts that was produced in the Colts factory before the Colt factory actually closed down in 2013. So there's no more produced. There's no more of these produced. If you find a Colt LE 6920 right now, they're produced by CZ. They're not produced by Colt.
You said they closed the factory. Is that the Hartford?
Yes, sir.
Hartford, Connecticut plant?
Yes, sir.
I didn't know it was closed.
2013.
I used to live there.
2013 was the last production out of that plant.
CZ purchased Colt.
Correct.
Only pistols or rifles?
Rifles too. Now they're making the 6920s, the LE 6920s. They're still making them, but it's made by CZ. It won't be coming from that Hartford plant that was owned by Cole.
I know that CC is building a factory in Tennessee.
Yeah. CZ, believe it or not, is taking over the world. Nobody want to believe. CZ and Beretta is taking over the world.
CZ makes a hell of a good sound.
Let me get that Savage 3030. Have anybody ever saw a Savage 3030 pump before?
Not a pump.
Once.
No.
Once.
A long time ago. Yeah. Holy mackerel.
Savage makes it.
So this is a Savage
how they made their
170 3030 pump. I've never seen one of these before. I mean, I done did a lot of hunting in my days. I did it with a Marlin 3030 lever action. Never saw a Savage pump 3030 before.
How old is
My
this?
uncle had one.
That's dumb
I was
old.
gonna say, this has gotta be 40 years old.
52 years old. It's old. It's old. Like the gentleman that bought it to me, I bought a whole collection from this guy, and I think he didn't have that long left. But the guns that he had in his collection was amazing.
I think Jack got this for his birthday one year.
I do estate sales. I help with family with money. So if a family had a relative that passed away, they had guns, I would try to. I know it sounds bad. I buy the guns to try to give them money for whatever case it could be.
That's got to be a valuable piece. I mean, just for rarity.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm holding on to it for a little bit longer.
I mean,
You don't see them very often.
yeah, my uncle used to have one of these when I was a kid. Oh man.
About 30. About 30.
How much is there?
We can go
Where's your
till-
magazine
we can go
size?
till 11:30.
Oh, in the back. Okay.
It's freaking. It's good.
Is it Snow Brown?
It's cool.
What caliber? 25? 32?
So this little beauty here is a Colt 1903 that was produced anything from 1901 to 1903. This same, not this gun, but this same model gun is the gun that Bonnie broke Clyde out of jail with. The same actual 1903 32 caliber. I have the original grips. I have the original grips for it and everything. I got this, I think, from one of you guys here in this room, maybe.
Yeah.
That was you? I got this from you?
No, I know.
Oh, I was finna say, because I don't think I'm ever getting rid of this, ever. I think I would probably sit on this for a long.
Sir, do you mind if I dry fire this? If you don't mind me talking.
I do. So the reason I don't like dry firing anything old, they had a little nipple on the end of the pin that will break off. Yeah. So anything new, you can shoot it 1,000 times and I don't care.
This isn't new.
Yeah, that's nowhere near new. No, sir.
What are you gonna do when we drop one of these?
I might cry in the car.
Yeah, I bought it.
I cry in the car. I won't charge you for. I just take it to Sean here, make it look like nude in the morning.
There you go.
If you're gonna drop one, drop a cheap one.
Yeah.
What caliber is it? I haven't seen one of those yet.
Oh, you guys can feel free to walk to the table and look at some of this stuff as well.
You didn't bring out the baseball bat yet.
I just visited. So here we have another 1877 Colt, old little bit old, but what he has. Dry fire. What I was telling him about the dry fire, if you actually pull back the hammer, you'll see that little nipple that I was saying about. And those break off really easy if you dry fire it a lot. So the last thing before I leave, we have an AK-47 coming around. It's called a Cetrion Thunder Ranch.
Last Wednesday.
Here, this is our body armor that we sell.
Another heavy.
It has a plate in the front and a plate in the back that takes all the way up to 45 caliber. We also have heavier plates that take all the way up to, I think a 7.62 by 39. So these aren't very heavy, like what you would think an armor plate will wear. These are super light. They just not, they're not promising for people who have a bulge in the front like myself. The ladies would know what I mean. It's kind of like a spank for men. But I'm gonna wrap it up because I know we're running out of time. But like I said, I could be here all day and show you toys that we have. Oh, let me get the bat.
You have to wear that?
We gotta see the bat.
Yeah, the bat is what.
Too bad. You ever seen The Walking Dead?
Anybody ever saw Walking Dead before?
Oh, wow.
So we actually produced these. We made these in black, and this is the traditional Walking Dead. But please, please, please be careful. This is real barbed wire.
I would not pass that around.
I'm gonna walk it around. How about that? And then you can touch it if you want to. Now you're talking about self-defense. You only got to touch them with it one time, and I promise you, they ain't gonna want to come back.
That's an ugly. I don't even want to safety check that thing.
He said it. Who said ugly? This is the original ugly stick. This is what you would look like if an ugly stick touches you.
That's an ugly.
It's ugly.
I got my first aid kit ready.
It'll make you ugly.
That cleaning kit?
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you.
I would definitely get the spiders out of the corners.
Oh yeah, spiders out of the corners, roaches off the floor. You know what I'm saying? You got some leaves in the yard you want to pick up.
Boy, that'll get your attention.
Oh yeah, that'll get your attention.
Wow.
Try dropping one on your foot when you're not paying attention. That'll get your attention.
Gives me the willies just looking at it. Oh, back. Wow.
Let's give a hand for Cedric and Donovan.